I believe it's the most beautiful morning and afternoon that Syrians they have for 13 years, 8 months, and 25 days. It's the best.
How have you been processing all of this in the last 24 hours?
It was a euphoria. It was something unbelievable because, to be honest, we gave up. We gave up. We lost all hope that we can get back home, to get Syria back to its people. But this has happened. This has happened. It was a long time struggle, but we are glad that we could do that finally. Yeah.
It is stunning. Oh, what do you think has led to this to happen so quickly?
I'm not a political
Yes.
person. Yeah, I would say it should be earlier, but because of the Russian and Iranian military and all that parts who involved in Syria, like ISIS, like US, like Turkey, it became as a proxy war in Syria. It wasn't. It's a change to be a kind of proxy war, which is make it more complicated. So when everyone just withdraw outside of this conflict and they stand away about what is going on, so that's it. It's happened. It was 12 days. That's it.
Wow. You were involved in, you co-founded the White Helmets, which has been known worldwide as a rescue organization in Syria. What was it like to leave and to come here in 2019 for you?
Honestly, it was about hope, because when I left in 2019, when the home city and countryside, when the regime take control about my city. So at that moment, I felt, okay, this is the end for me. I can't do it anymore. I was very close to lose myself, because I was in very bad situation, mentally, physically. Dealing with victims every day, it's very harsh. It's very tough. It's make your life difficult, not just for your life, your family life. Everyone around you will suffer about that.
May I ask you what it was that really was so difficult about life there, if you can share?
Again, for me, I was away from my home. I was just waiting the day that I could back home, because I connected there. Everything I had earlier, it was there. So my clinic, my business, my family, my memories, my sport club, everything for me was there. And
Yeah.
I reached a point, I said, okay, it's a time to give up, because I couldn't handle that anymore.
So having gone from that, what is it like for you to see the scenes out of Syria, out of Damascus right now?
I'm so happy. But again, it's mixed emotion. I'm happy. I'm scared about the future. I feel this is the starting point. We just begun. We are not finished about what we did in 2011. We just begun. We waiting for this moment for more than 13 years, and we reached this moment, and we need to work from this moment for the future, to build the future. Honestly, people say we need to rebuild Syria. No, we need to build Syria, because it's zero. Now Syria, it's zero. We need to build Syria from zero. And this is what I need to mention about. Syrian people suffered for a long time, not just for 13 years or 14 years. It was a half decade, more than 50 years under al-Ba'ath party rule, Hafez al-Assad and Bashar al-Assad.
His father.
Yeah, what we need now, what I'm looking for, what Syrian people looking for, it's justice for victims. It's very important. And we can't go forward without justice because we don't need to face a kind of civil war. Because we saw that in Libya when the war stopped and no one faced any accountability. We saw a civil war in Libya, and it's still going on.
And now in Syria, there's kind of a vacuum. And so what do you hope happens next then?
I hope to see a new Syria built by its people, based on democracy, liberty, that anyone can involve in this government or in this country. But again, there was a lot of violence back. We need an accountability, and this is very important.
What does that look like? Bashar al-Assad has fled to Moscow.
Yeah.
What does justice for victims look like?
We are working on this file. The Free Syrian Lawyer Association. It's an NGO organization who helped Netherlands and Canada when they file a case against the Syrian regime against torture in front of the Justice Court. So we are working on this situation, and we feel this is very important. We feel this is very important, not just Bashar al-Assad. There were a lot of Syrian government symbols. They need to be in court, and it's very important. They are now treated as, okay, we had misunderstanding. Okay, please forgive us about what. It's a stupidness. It's not misunderstanding. No one expects that. No one except to give up or to forgive something like coming from government. Individuals, it's something different, but something related to government, no.
In terms of participating.
Of course, yeah.
Do you see yourself going back, Nedal?
Yesterday, or not yesterday, the day before yesterday, when Homs liberated from the Syria regime, I was looking for book a flight ticket at the same time. But then I said, okay, everyone shall play them rule. So everyone has a role to play for a new Syria. And it's very important to say here, I'm thankful for Canada and for Canadian people to have me here. I'm very proud and I'm very happy that I'm a Canadian citizen now.
Yes,
Yeah.
you just recently.
Yeah, it was recently, and I'm so proud about this because I was looking for home for a long time, and I feel Canada it's home for me, but still, Homs, my city, and Syria, it's my first home. So yeah.
You'll see what role you will play.
Honestly, of course. Now I'm looking for different roles to play back home, but the most thing I'm thinking about is justice, and especially for victims, and to reach to reach a free Syria and democracy Syria, and We don't need, after this happiness and euphoria, to go back again to bad situation.
It's really good to speak to you today. Thank you so much for sharing
Thank you.
your thoughts.
Thank you for having me, Michelle. Thank you so much.
That is Nedal Izdden. He came to Canada in 2019 as a Syrian refugee, is now a Canadian citizen in Vancouver, and he's the co-founder of the White Helmets, and that's a volunteer rescue organization in Syria, and he's now a human rights activist.